And once you meet somebody who's closer to your sex drive, and once your sex drive steps up to the next level, which it always does, what you believe today may not be what you believe in 5, 6, 7 years.
And I'm not saying that, but there are, like, Tom, okay, here's an example. Would you ever sleep with a man? Ever?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so.
No, you wouldn't. Are you kidding?
But not because of morality.
Right, and this is not necessarily a morality issue. But there are things that do not seem appealing to you and never have and probably never ever will.
Dear, the point is I'm 49 years old, and by now I know what appeals to me and what doesn't.
Right. And
the fact is, when I got married at 18, I thought I would never, ever have an affair. Ever.
Why did you have an affair?
Because I needed it.
And you chose to do that, correct?
I chose to fulfill my needs.
Right. You make a choice. It's not like...
Well, and you may make a choice, too, to fulfill your needs. Let me give you an example, Tina. You know, every day you eat 3 meals a day. And you eat most of your meals at home.
Okay.
One day the refrigerator is empty, so you order a pizza.
All right.
All right. Now, normally you eat all your meals at home. And frankly, you'd prefer to eat all your meals at home.
You're not comparing...
But every once in a while, there's nothing in the refrigerator, and you have to punt. Now, if you have your boyfriend with the low sex drive, who does what most people with low sex drives eventually do, they have less and less sex with you.
Okay.
And you are less and less fulfilled. But you love him, and you don't know how to say goodbye to him. You may change your point of view on this, as millions of people do. I didn't say you're never getting laid, dear.
No, I'm saying...
But if he's already got a low sex drive at this age, you can only imagine how much worse it's going to get. Well, remember...
once a week. It's at least... It's not like...
Once a week?
I know.
Dear, let me tell you something.
Some people that works, though.
But not you.
But in a relationship, you have to sacrifice. And that's one of those things.
Dear, no. If you're with the right person, you don't have to sacrifice.
See, that's not realistic.
It is real. Dear, I'm telling you, as someone who used to believe what you believe and learned by experience, anytime you have to compromise and compromise and compromise with somebody, it means you picked wrong.
Just because you have to but who's saying I have to compromise and compromise and compromise?
You have a high sex drive, and you are with someone with a low sex drive.
Right. But that's just
sex once a week. You're 22. And by the way, dear, the first 6 months of a relationship are the gold standard. It only goes downhill in bed.
I've been for almost 4 years. I mean, I know that.
So what, were you getting it twice a week in the beginning?
No, I mean, it's always been pretty consistent.
Once a week?
I mean, obviously when we first started, it was more because I had never done it before and he was all excited, so...
Oh, so this is the only person you've ever been with?
Right. I knew I shouldn't have told you.
Okay.
I knew you were going to put that one out.
It's so obvious what's going to happen here. And the only person...